What's happening, guys? It's your boy NUNZI. I'm super excited to walk you through the top 10 body weight glute exercises. These are amazing exercises that you can do at home without any equipment, or all of these you can add in dumbbells. So let's start with number one, and that is the wide sumo squat. This is one of my favorite squat stances for the glutes. We're gonna take a wide sumo stance. So we're gonna have our feet outside our shoulders, toes are angled out at 45 degrees. That's really important. You always want to make sure you're set up properly in this motion. Now, we're going to keep our core tight, our back flat, chest up, and as we squat down, the idea is you're driving your knees out. You never want your knees to cave in. You're really kicking those knees out as you drive up through the motion. Trying not to bend too far forward. You really want to keep that chest up, and you're squatting down into it as you drive up through the heels. Once again, you're kicking those knees out to engage the glutes. And if you want a real burn, don't come all the way up. Don't lock out your knees. Stay low in the movement, drive through the heels, and boy, oh boy, the wide sumo squat always produces. I like to do anywhere from 50 to 100 reps on this. I like to train in the higher reps, especially with body weight. You could do this in a 25 rep fashion, but 50 to 100 reps is a great place to start on the wide sumo squat. Now, sticking with the squat stances, my second favorite stance is a ballerina. Very similar to the wide sumo, but now we're just gonna sneak our feet in just like this and have our heels pretty close together. Toes are even angled out more, and I'm kicking the knees out all the way as I drive right up through. Kicking those knees out all the way, drive up through. Whew, what a burn. The key in this motion again is you're really kicking those knees out as you drive up through, keeping that core tight, chest up, back flat, and boy, oh boy, another 50 to 100 reps on the ballerina squat. Those are my top two squat stances, and number 1 and 2 on my top 10 list. Now, we're gonna move into some isolation here. We're gonna go into a lunge. This is such a great exercise. I know a lot of people get knee pain when they lunge, but I wanna give you some tips and tricks on how to execute it more properly to not get knee pain. Now, the key in the lunge is this whole idea that we're going back and not forward. A lot of the knee pain comes from lunging forward. So if any point you notice your knee is passing your toe, that's a no-no. Your knee will scream. You want to make sure that your knee is in line with your heel, and we're lunging back into the motion. You see this? I'm lunging back into the motion, creating this 90-degree angle, back into the motion, not going forward, back into the motion. Keeping that, once again, that chest up, core tight as you drive up through the glute muscle. I like to do about 25 reps per leg on the lunge when I'm doing this body weight circuit. We're gonna move into number 4. That's the single leg deadlift, one of my absolute favorite exercises, body weight or with a dumbbell. Now, the idea here is you wanna have slight bend in the knee. As we hip hinge down, you're creating this nice flat back, nice stretch through the hamstring there in the glute as you drive up through the motion. You're gonna feel a great stretch in that hammy, and you're driving up through the glute muscle. The knee bend is crucial. You never want to lock out like that. You always want to have that slight knee bend. And once again, I'm doing another 25 reps per side. Number 5, this is probably the OG movement, guys. This is a straight leg kickback. You can do this on all fours or standing. For today, I'm going to show you standing. This is where we're going to bend over, and we're basically kicking straight back. It's pretty simple when you think about it. That leg is straight. You can even have that heel come above the toe and drive it back and squeeze. You really want to stay bent over to the ground. You don't want to come up too much, and you really want to work that full circle. I always like to milk that isometric hold at the top of the movement as well. You can even flare your toe out as you come up for that extra glute recruit. Number 6 is a donkey kick. Another incredible motion. Very similar to the kickback, however, we're going to bend the knee and we're going to kick to the ceiling. Bending the knee, kicking to the ceiling. Oh, what a pump. The idea is you really want to come up, not too much out. You want to come up as you contract the glute. And once again, core is tight. You're staying bent over the entire time. I like to do another 25 to 30 reps. On the kickback, I like to do around 50 reps. Finally, of this sort of glute isolation activation, we're going to move into the fire hydrant or the clamshell. Once again, these 3 movements, the kickback, the fire hydrant, and the donkey kick, can all be performed on all fours. I kind of like standing sometimes. I feel like I can get a bit more of a range. The clamshell, you're gonna bend down a little bit and you're externally rotating out just like this. Externally rotating out, getting that super nice squeeze. The key is the bent knee as you drive up through and you come just like that. What a pump, unbelievable. It's working that entire glute fan. It's an amazing glute exercise. Number 8, guys, is a side lunge. Side lunge is perfect. It's one of my favorites. This is where we're taking a wide sumo stance. We're getting nice and low in the motion as we shimmy back and forth just like this. You gotta stay low in this movement. You don't wanna creep up at all. You're staying nice and low as you shimmy over each heel as you drive through and push parallel, not up. Parallel, not up. This is gonna really, once again, engage those glutes. I like to do another 25 reps per side. Number 9, guys, is a glute bridge. This can't get any better for the glutes. Basically on your back, you're lifting your hips up to the sky as I come down and drive right up through, squeezing those glutes. You can take different stances in this if you want to do a wide sumo, more of a narrow, as you drive up, really squeezing through those heels to engage the glutes. This is probably maybe the best glute exercise in the top 10 list for glute development. I have it as number 9, but all of these are a top 10, and it's an amazing exercise. And finally, guys, I like to do about 50 to 100 reps on the glute bridge. And finally, guys, some sort of jumping movement. If you wanted to do a short hop to wide hop, or just a straight up squat jump, can't really beat these bad boys to polish off a body weight glute workout. What a burn. If you do have bad knees, you can just do kind of little hops like that to burn it out. So that's gonna round out my top 10 glute exercises for the body weight. You can add dumbbells to all of these if you want, but if you don't have them, there's no excuse not to get a glute workout. I would recommend running these 10 exercises in a circuit format. You can choose the reps that you like, and you can do the circuit 1 to 2 to 3 times. So in the comments below, I'll give you guys a workout idea, or even something like this. If you see here, where the squats are 50, ballerina squats are 30, etc. You can come up with your own rep combinations, and you can do this in a circuit format. And if to really get a good burn, try and not to take any rest in between the exercises. Really do these back to back to back. So give this a save, try it out, turn any pancake into a peach. No equipment, no excuses, guys. I'm your boy Nunzi. Get excited.